Good evening, good
Hey,
evening, good
how you
evening.
going?
Hello, hello.
Good
I'm
everyone.
good, man.
My computer's just being a bit glitchy. I don't know why. Hello everyone. Welcome to Saturday night here in Australia.
Melbourne,
We're Adelaide,
Adelaide.
where all the cool kids are. Um, oh yeah, there's a few in Melbourne. I guess. Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool. We'll go with that. We'll go with that today. How are you today, Cindy?
Yes, indeed.
I'm good today. Had a peaceful day.
Oh, that's all right. Cool.
It's been a chill day.
Chill
Yep,
day.
yep.
Indoors and
Awesome.
chilly, so chilled inside.
Wait a sec. I'm doing stuff.
Do stuff.
I'm doing stuff. I'm doing stuff now. Okay.
Just share us out, people. If you don't mind. Sharing is caring, as we always say.
Who was this caring person? I've heard of them. I have heard of them. People, if you would like an extended reading, please donate. Exchange of energies will be much appreciated. Please share us out. We do have some freebies to give away. We have some beautiful people that have paid it forward to do some readings for you people because, man, they're just good souls with a good heart, like you are. Some of you, one of you, maybe. No, I'm just messing with you. You share us out, people, and I'll start with a group reading for the collective, and then we'll hit it hard. We'll hit it hard, people. We'll get down to business. We'll get you the assistance, the guidance that you need on this show. We're not afraid to call it how it is, because we're not here to blow smoke up anyone's butt. No. So, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Don't be afraid. Brianna, how you going, gorgeous? Hey, Becky. Hey, Jess, how you going? Welcome.
Hello, hello, hello. Well,
Welcome, beautiful
morning to
people.
you guys.
Top of the
Evening
morning.
for us.
It is. What is it in Adelaide? It's nearly 9 o'clock. Becky just shared us out. I got a notification that she said, "Good on you, girl." Oh man, that's it, straight out there. But yeah, I better do the same thing, eh? Brianna, hold on the trail, girl. What are you just trying to butter me up for a free reading, eh? Okay. Keep it coming. I'm just going to get on my phone and do the same thing. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. Will it come up?
How's everyone's week been? What's everyone doing this weekend?
What are you doing? Just killing time. Yeah, time doesn't exist. Just come out of time, and then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, there we go. Spelling.
For you, Becky.
That's me beeping. I'm doing okay.
Yeah, it
Aussie
is
Plant
you.
Life. Brianna's Butterfly Soul Space. My God, how did I get in that group? Okay. Oops. I don't know. Okay, I'm just sharing out, people. So don't be afraid. I'll get straight to the. Okay. Backyard veggies. Native American DNA. Ooh. Shamanic community.
Hello.
Man, there's a lot of. I'm on. I'm on my profile. No wonder. I was wondering why the normal ones weren't coming up. I've got to switch to intuitive focus. G'day, Lorraine. How you going there, gorgeous? Hope you're doing well. What about me? Don't I get a mention, Lorraine? It's not like I'm needy and I need validation from you.
Hey, you.
Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you for caring. I know you were thinking of me. Hey, Mila. How you going, gorgeous? Okay. Okay, now I'm in intuitive focus. About time. Gee. Do you think with all this technology, all these screens around me, I'd work it out by now?
How's everyone coping with the energies lately? Ups, downs? Dealing with past memories?
Oh, yeah, they're coming up.
A lot of the energy at this moment is bringing up lots of memories. Don't attach to them. And don't hold on to them.
Tell me about it. I'm getting so many memories that they've got to be coming from other people. I'm like, man, what are you popping up? Why are you popping up? Why are you popping up? Get out. Leave me alone. Stop thinking about me.
It's in a way you can say it's they say as our lives come to an end, it flashes before us. I feel like an old way is dying. So the way that we used to do things and how we used to see things is changing. So it's presenting itself. It's, if you like, the old way is trying to hold on to how it was. So if we can just allow the flow to occur, we can just
It's not
accept
happening
what
to me.
is coming.
I ain't playing that. Okay. Let's see. What have I got today? Oh, haven't used these cards in a while. Let's try some different cards. Okay, people. Group reading for everyone. Take what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Just give it to Jess. Jess is hanging there. She's happy to be in retrograde. So all good. All good. Thanks, Jess. Take one for the team, girl. Okay. Group reading for everyone. What have we got? I'm actually going to... People, fear is trying to set in. Okay, people, be on your guard. Be on your guard at the moment. Fear of the unknown, fear of the shift, fear is what's coming. I know it's hard. Sometimes we want to know, but when we're not walking in love, when we're in that love space, we're just like, don't care. I'm walking in love. But at the moment, I've got, look, choose your path is the main card. All things are possible. But what's underlining that is inverted. Uninverted that, I've got cherished. You are cherished by angels. This is talking about the divine has got your back. What is meant to happen is meant to happen at the moment, but we're not seeing it. We're not believing it. We're needing, there's always synchronicities, but we overlook the synchronicities. I do the same things when I've got fear creeping in. I go looking at all number plates and do all sorts of silly things like that. And it's like, oh, there's one. And it takes us out of the moment. It takes us out of the heart space. Okay, and it shows that resistance that we're not walking in love, we're not walking in sovereignty. So people at the moment, okay, choose your path. Where do you want to go? Don't beat yourself up at the moment, okay, because there's a lot of stuff shifting around, there's a lot of stuff happening around. That's all okay. That's all okay, but just snap you when you find yourself doing it and go, what the hell am I doing? Snap yourself back in and go, okay, let's recenter and come to that place of love at the moment. Very important. Okay, we're not here to beat ourselves up, we're here to stay focused. So stay focused at the moment and hold your course, people. Okay, so when you find yourself off your path, you find yourself, just catch yourself and don't beat yourself up. Okay, we don't need that resistance, we don't need that karma. Just go, snap yourself back and, okay, look, I've got to focus on, come back to my heart space. I've got to focus, I've got to be positive and get back onto that path. Okay, it doesn't matter how many times we come off the path. The main thing is when we realize and we become aware that we're off the path or we're doing the wrong thing or in reaction mode, is that we pull ourselves back and just stay focused, just bring our focus back. okay, and stay on our path. Okay, that is very important for everyone at the moment, because what I've got inverted is a card here. Okay, look, it came out Voyage of the Heart, and this came out inverted, which was interesting. Okay, love flows through you and to you. Okay, so we're going to remember this when we come off on fear. This is why when we get unfocused and we go, oh man, shit, we got to snap ourselves out of it, people, and just bring that focus back, because it flows through us, and it always flows through us. We have nothing to fear, people. You are cherished by our angels, and they are there to guide you. Okay, they are there. The angels in itself, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, it's all there just for you to just come back and regain that focus, bring it back to oneself, okay, and get your game on, okay. And try not to hold on to the past, because as soon as we start beating ourselves up, we're in the past about what we didn't do, which is too late because we've already done it. Don't worry about it. It's wasted energy. Come back into the now, focus, and stay focused and stay centered, okay, because it's all happening now, people. You know, it's time where we're answering the call. I got the answering the call. The time is now. There's no tomorrow, there's no yesterday, there's only now. And that was a great reading for everyone, people. And so the universe is just saying, come on, people, let's just stay focused. Let's stay focused and get on with it. Okay, because that's all we can do. The future hasn't happened. The past is a memory. We've only have the now. So that's all we can do, is step ourselves into it, bring ourselves back to the focus, and get our game on. Okay. And the last card for the group reading is New Moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. Come around that heart space and bring love. That's it. Love to yourself. Okay. Love out of, and when we beat ourselves up, we're not acting in love. Okay. Gotta act in love, especially with ourselves, because we're human. And it's a bugger of a dealio down here some days. Okay. So have some compassion on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Okay. And give yourself some grace. Okay. That was a great reading for everyone. I hope it's helped you. Have you got anything, Stathi, for the collective?
Along the same lines. At this moment, the energies are bringing up, I mentioned earlier, the energies are bringing up a lot of memories. But it's not about the memories that are coming up. It's actually what one is focusing on or paying attention to. We all react to what we focus on. So be cautious on what you're focusing on and how long you're focusing on it. Best thing to do is be present, as Brooke just mentioned. Keep it present, be here, be now, and be aware you're observing, and don't react to what you're observing. That's the best way I can put it.
Awesome. So hey Nadia, how you going? Okay, people, we let's play a game. A good game. This is where you get to maybe win a free reading. Okay, so what I will do is people pick you have to pick a number, but the next reading is courtesy of Healing with who? Don't know. Well, that's bizarre. My computer's frozen up. Ish. Okay, so people pick a number between 55 and 75, and the lucky person will be the one who gets the lucky number. Okay, so have a go, and then just wait a little bit, then have another go if the person doesn't win. Don't just spam it. Give Brianna a go. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Brianna. Spam. No, you're good. I'm just messing with you. I'm just picking on you, only because I like you. Still good. Still good. Oh my god, 269s. Like, my god, where's your minds at the moment? Okay, I know it's Saturday night, but so keep picking people. Have another go. Did you just get pizza delivered? Oh, damn.
Do you want me to get pizza delivered?
No, it's between 55 and 75. In case you can't read it, between 55 and 75. Okay.
Come on, people. Focus.
Sorry, the numbers in the collective.
Use your intuition.
And my intuition says spam every number. Would that be your intuition? Okay, while you guess it, I just need to get something.
I'm going to drink my coffee and has to make another one. Oh, I think we have a winner. Well, we do have a winner. Hello, Jess. Okay, while we're waiting for Brooke, Jess, I'm going to get you to focus on your heart chakra.
Hey, Jess.
Just take a deep breath. Hold it to your count of 3. Release. And I'll give you over to Brooke.
Okay. How you going, Jess? How you going? Something missing with your heart, Jess. You need to speak up. Okay. There's someone that you need to speak up to. There's a bond there. Okay. There's a drawing, there's a connection somewhere, and you need to speak up. There's something you need to say to someone. Okay. Otherwise, it's going to keep you in a bad space. It's going to hurt that. It's going to hurt that heart. Okay. You need to talk. You need to communicate. Okay. I'm telling you what's going to happen. But otherwise, you're going to burden yourself and you're going to create energy that you don't need to create. Okay. You're going to go inside your head. You just woke up. That's happening to a lot of people this day and age. You know, sometimes, Jess, when you know we've got areas that are going good, things are going good. We've had some victories. We can tend to. We don't want to upset the apple cart. You know. I'm feeling there's something that needs to be said. Maybe you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. Okay. But there needs to be something said. But distractions are coming. Distractions are coming. Okay. Sometimes we can create those distractions. Okay. By fantasizing in our head, trying to work out how things are going to turn out. I've just got this. There's a little bit of chatter in the head. Wishing, dreaming, happening. That's okay to have wishes, to have desires, to have dreams. But when we feed them all the time, they can become a distraction. And it seems that things are going good as you're looking in new areas, but looking too far ahead of yourself. As what I mean is too much time spent on what you're going to do next and not enough time in the present. Okay. And it's coming in and stuff's distracting you at the moment. It might be what it is, but I'm just getting there's still a part of the shadow self that needs to. It's almost like you're selling yourself short somewhere. Okay, I see the positivity, I see the strength, I see the flow. Okay, but there's stuff that's still coming into your mind that's distraction that you're feeding at the moment, and it's time to have a look at that. Okay, because I've got love's trying to come in. There's a new connection somewhere that's trying to come in, but there's something blocking it. Jess, there's something blocking it. There's something new with someone else. So it's only money. Money comes, money goes. See, this is the negative thing. You keep telling yourself you're pauper, you're going to start blocking money coming in. Okay? When you let go of money and you go, you know what? The universe always provides as long as you don't sit on your butt. The universe, you know, have that giving spirit, helping people out. And as soon as you stop worrying about money, you don't have to worry about money. Trust me. Trust me. I've been down all the channels with this thing. And as soon as I stopped, as soon as I wasn't, I need to do this for money, I need to do that. As soon as I stopped worrying about it and just started doing and not worrying about it, it comes in. No matter what comes in, I've got it covered. Okay? This is where you're creating the resistance at the moment. Okay? This is affecting your self-esteem. Okay? This has got you talking yourself down, and this is taking you out of the flow. And it's about staying focused, about holding that space at the moment, because everything's coming in to distract. So all the things from the past, all our insecurities, they're all coming out at the moment. Okay? And they're coming to distract us. They're coming to pull us off our game. Okay? Yeah, but there's an inkling there. There's an inkling, that inkling. Free spirit or not, we can't go, I'm a pauper. Why are you a pauper? What haven't you got? Is it stuff you haven't got? Well, it looks like there's people trying to come in, but it's all getting blocked by negative talk. And if that's on your end, that's okay. That's okay. That's up to you. But I'm just getting that there's people coming in. So you might want to look at defenses. Because I'm getting that the intuition is talking to you. Okay? The inner self is talking to you about stuff it wants to bring up and it wants to heal, and it's getting shut down. And we've got to look at why we're shutting it down. You know, we've got to hold that space, and we've got to be positive. We've got to be forward and not live in the past. But sometimes we get into patterns, Jess, and and shadow work sucks sometimes, or, but sometimes when we keep moving forward and we're like, oh, yeah, I'm good, I'm good. Sometimes we just really have to have, we don't live in the past, but sometimes we have to visit to see where there's resistance. Okay, like inner child work, all that sort of stuff. Okay, because there's part of you there's part of you that wants to be nurtured, wants to be healed, wants you to let that love back in. Okay. So I'm just getting it's an avoided mechanism because I'm getting a heavy heart. I'm getting a bed on the shoulders and a slightly heavy heart. What do you truly want, Jess? What are you truly looking for? Okay, because I got the King of Cups here inverted. And I'm feeling that this is you. Yeah, it sucks. It's only stuff. Stuff comes, stuff goes. We could all lose everything tomorrow and be 40 years in the desert. Doesn't change who we are. It's about who we are, finding ourselves. Okay, but this is bringing up This is bringing up self-judgment. This is bringing up self-resistance, and your intuition is trying to scream out to you. Okay, there's a whole heap of stuff at the moment, Jess, that's coming up. We can still be okay, but they can still be come up. Look at stuff where are you getting triggered? Okay, look at the trigger. Because I'm getting that there's stuff that needs to be released. It's not getting released. Look, this came up inverted. What do I need to release? You're not having a look. And there's so much more to do with other people. There's so much. There's other people waiting to come in. Okay. It's like, we can get addicted to these mindsets some days, Jess. We can get addicted to these mindsets where we're just like, no, I'm going to be positive and I'm going to be forward. And all we do is we move out of one mental prison and we create a more positive mental prison around us. But nonetheless, it's still a mental prison. And we've got to get deeper than that. We've got to get deep into ourselves, deeper into what we're doing. Okay. We really look at ourselves for our heart, for inner self, for our potential. We've got to dive deep into some of these things some days, and we've got to go, okay, why am I going through this? Why am I experiencing what I'm experiencing? Okay, the Fool's, the Fool card. We're going to be happy-go-lucky and move forward, but that's the first card of the journey. We're going to move past that. We're going to move right past that. Okay. So I got here, look, bring love into the situation. This is for you to bring love into your situation. This is self-love. Okay, now is just the perfect time for stuff coming up to deal with it, so to have a look at stuff. Because you know what? Everyone's going through so much shit now. No one's going to notice your shit. It's perfect time. Just blend in with the crowd. Do the work. It's all good. Okay? But there's some stuff that you need to have a look at. And your higher self is screaming out. Your intuition is screaming out. Okay? And when we avoid it, we stay focused and we focus on other things to preoccupy us, and then we end up creating not exactly what we're looking for. Okay, and that's called karma. We all do it. We're the perfect manifestors. Okay, happy card for Jess. Happy card for you is begin now. Take your first step. Okay. Get onto the healing, Jess. Get onto the healing. There's some healing that needs to be done. I hope this assisted you.
Hi, Jess. Jess, do you how often do you meditate? So that's one question I'll ask. And the other one is, what path do you follow? Any particular paths? Okay, you can respond when you're ready. Feel a nervousness as I focus on you. It's not about what you can do for how you can change someone or how to get somebody to say something. I need to respond to that one that you mentioned. I'm showing rich family how to humble themselves. Firstly, no, that's not what you're doing. See, humble yourself and bring it all to you. Bring it all to yourself. You do things by example. That's all it is. Everyone's going to live their lives the way that they're going to live their lives. We're not here to change people's lives because it doesn't suit the way that we see things. It's already happening out there. We do what is right for ourselves, and we practice what is right for ourselves, and we continue with that. Um, you are pretty much stuck. You have these ideas. Uh, their ideas. These are all the presumptions or the ways that you like to see things. Um, when we realize that what we are trying to manifest or how we'd like to see things is based on what we would call the old or our memories, our past, and trying to create something on that level itself or to see something is still holding on to an idea based on what it was. When we can learn to be present and to bring the focus back to ourselves and not what somebody else is doing or anybody else is doing. Because as we do that, we actually give it more focus, more energy. So we want to give our focus to ourselves. We react to situations, and I mentioned this earlier as well. And this does apply to you because it's not about anybody else. This is all about us, ourselves, and how deep you want to go to understand yourself. Um, we can understand a lot of stories. So there's a lot that's happening out there, and we can put our focus on it and get to understand it. But how much do you want to know about yourself? At what point of you've used the word, so I'll use it. Uh, Humbling oneself. At what level of humbling? Because humbling is humbling, but it goes very deep as well. It's not what again, do we acknowledge that we're observers and, we can sit back and observe a situation without judgment? Or do we want to be part of what we're observing and interact with the observation? So we have a choice on how we react to situations by choosing to focus on them or not to focus on them, to be aware that it's occurring or, just, that's it. We're aware of it. When we keep our focus to not presuming things should be any different than what they are, we start to keep our focus to ourselves. And as we keep our focus to ourselves, we're more in the present moment. Your base chakra is out, so your grounding is out. So they're good to actually be more present and be focusing more on yourself and grounding yourself. There is a blockage to your heart chakra, but that's more caused because of your throat chakra. Brooke mentioned there's tension on your shoulders, and I actually do feel there's a lot of energetic tension on both shoulders. A lot of it, I think more of it's on your left side, but I'm feeling it more on the right side at this moment. Um, as you bring your focus back to yourself and start focusing on what you're feeling and getting to understand what it is that you're feeling and working more on you. Don't focus on others. There'll be a clarity that'll occur if you continue on that path. Otherwise, if you keep focus on anything else, that's a judgment. So we want to work on that aspect of it. Just because someone's doing something, we don't want to change them. We don't want them to say something. We're acknowledging it. We move forward. We just change our reactions to situations. By not judging something, we're just allowing it to be exactly what it is. It's not right. It's not wrong. It just is. Not presuming something should be any different than what it is as we're observing it. We keep our energy to ourselves. We don't focus on anything. But this is depends on the depth that you want to go to. But bring yourself to your grounding and don't focus on others. Bring your focus to you. There's a lot of confusements within you. There's a lot of ideas, a lot of presumptions, a lot of stuff that could be, but it's not. And when you can accept things for what they are right now, things do shift in this moment, not outside of this moment. How that's helped you.
Okay. Now we have. Sorry.
When we bring our focus to ourselves, and this is where we raise our energy to ourselves again, not focusing on what others are doing. At this moment, you're relying. See, hopefully you understand what I'm about to say. When you give power to something else, which is what we do without realizing it, something else is going to make me better. It's always going to have power over you. When you start to believe enough in yourself and know yourself and realize that we are self-healers, that's digging really deep within oneself. And I don't feel that you've actually gone to that journey on that journey itself. To go deep within, to face yourself and to really do the work that exists that, when people say do the work, whether you want to call it shadow work, whatever work it is, find that which holds you back from healing yourself and why you believe that something else is going to heal you. This applies to everyone. That's a lot of work. It's not about trusting your own thoughts. It's being aware of those thoughts and not holding on to them. You keep away. See, if you keep, okay, when we start seeing things differently, because it goes out of the norm, what we consider the norm to be, and you start to speak about that which is different, yes, they will see you in any way that they want to diagnose you. You learn to speak to who you need to speak to. Everything is, there is a saying, and I've mentioned this to Brooke. Before awakening, you gather wood, you chop wood. After awakening, you gather wood, you chop wood. It doesn't change. Our perspective changes. As you acknowledge that your perspective and the things that you knew are different, but you acknowledge that the norm is still the norm. Not when you go out and buy milk, you just go and buy milk. When you're speaking to somebody, you're just speaking to somebody what you're speaking about. You keep those ideas to those who understand what you're talking about. So you learn who to speak to and how to speak to them. Angelita. Focus on how you feel when you're off them, and focus on how you feel when you're on them. And if you're feeling a lot better when you're off them, well, keep that focus that that you feel better when you're not with them, when you're not using them. So, again, this is where you get to understand yourself. This is where the work is knowing ourselves, not what we've been told. Because if we focus on what we've been told, then again, we're giving power to somebody else to tell us whatever it is they want to tell us, and we blindly believe it. Start knowing yourself. Start knowing how, instead of focusing on what could be and what was, focus on what it is right this moment. How does one feel right now? And hold that feeling, because this moment is all we truly have. The rest of it is our thought, and our thought can drift you away from this moment very easily before you realize that you're in next year. So being present and understanding oneself, that's where it really comes down to, and not focusing on what anybody else says. Yes, you listen to what somebody else says, but how does it make you feel by what they're saying? And you start working from that. Thank you, Jess.
Thanks, Jess. Okay. Hello, Angelita. G'day, Sandra. One more tablet's not so bad. It's not like I'm sitting here popping pills. Magnistine. Something else. It's got Camu Camu. They're all natural ones. Okay, people, we no Vegemite. No, I was eating Shazandra berry. Rejuvenate beauty. No, I've got a combination of a few natural berries that I take to help just help as I get older. I just started them, and I forgot. I take them in the morning, take them at night. I forgot to take them at night, and I'm like, oh shit! And they're right on my desk here, so I'm not taking them. Okay, now we have another reading to give away, courtesy of the lady that loves her boots. Would it be Cindy? Cindy, would you like to pick someone tonight? Okay. Who was some of the first people to come on the show? Ooh, Nadia, are you still there? You are. Fine. Okay. Nadia, if you could just take a big breath in, a big breath out, focus on your heart. Is it coming through? Focus on that heart space. Okay. You might need a spatula then to get unglued. Okay. Nadia. What's going on with your stomach? It feels like the sacral feels very, very heavy at the moment. Okay. It's blocking. It's blocking. Very heavy. Have you got any, Nadia? You got any stomach? Are you getting stomach cramps or anything like that? Okay. Or you eating something, or you're sick or something? It's my stomach. It's just feeling really like dense. Really dense at the moment. Okay. Just sad. Well, stop believing everyone. Stop believing everyone. I got people. I'm getting these people around you that are telling you this, telling you that, and it's okay to listen to people, but we've got to find these things out for ourselves. Okay, you can't just someone says, "Oh, this is how it works," and we go and do it, and we've got to pick our own path. We've got to find our own path. Otherwise, we just spend all day listening. We might as well go and chase religion. Okay, there needs to be. I just feel like there needs to be for you to get some confidence in yourself and start making some more choices for yourself and sticking to them and exercising that right and power to go and search for yourself, to go and seek for yourself, to go and find for yourself. Okay, we can't always wait for other people to show us the way. When we need assistance, they'll bring us the people. But there's more bad advice rather than there is good advice. Wherever you go, in any subject. So it's about growing that discernment and fishing through the bullshit. How do we fish through the bullshit? Well, we've got to usually we get burnt a few times, and then we start to wisen up, start to grab our feet. Okay, but yeah, there's very heavy. But at the moment, it just seems like they're going with the flow. The first card I've got for you is a great teacher. That's inverted. Learn from spiritual experiences. Okay, this is bringing accountability back to yourself, Nadia. Okay, everything happens for a reason. If we don't learn the lesson, it will just come around again. Sometimes it will come around harder. Or what happens is we're still putting out the energy and still doing the same manifestation that attracted it in the first place. We're still doing that because we're still the same, because we haven't changed, and then it comes around again because that's what we're attracting, that's what we're manifesting. Okay, this is getting out of victim mode because you create a being, Nadia, and it's really and the changes that are coming are going to come hard if you don't snap yourself out of it. I got the universe. It feels like the universe is waiting there to go, okay, man, if we don't get attention this time, we're gonna have to try something else. That's the feeling I'm getting. It's not a bad thing. The universe does this to all of us, but when it does it that way, we can make it harder for ourselves. And the universe isn't trying to make it harder for yourself, but the universe is saying, okay, look, when we're in that hole and we're caught we feel down and we feel depressed. As long as we focus on that, is as long as we'll stay there. Okay, because the universe is reaching. It's got its hand out, and you're in the bottom of that hole, curled up, and it's got its hand reached out for you. Okay, but it needs you to reach up first and take that step, and just go. Fuck it. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to change. Because sometimes we're going to take steps, even though when we don't feel like it, we're going to snap ourselves out of it, and we're going to take the first step, and then the universe, it's got its hand out, and then it will pull us in the right direction. Okay, but we're going to make that effort. Okay, and the universe is asking you to make that effort at the moment. Because, look, traveler's card, move in a new direction. The way you're going about it isn't working. If it was going to work, it would have worked already. Okay? There'll be that prompt, there'll be that intuition. Just wait a sec, Nadia. Just wait there for a second.
You want to compete with each other? It's trying to motivate each other.
So what thoughts are you going to feed, Nadia? The universe is asking you to stand up to your own negativity. And it's hard. It's hard because we don't feel like it. We don't feel like it. We're sad. We're fucked. We're depressed. We're like, fuck, I can't. This fucking sucks. Fuck this universe. And it's us, because I go through these moments myself. And the only way I get through them is I snap myself out of it. Because when I focus on the sadness, I just feed energy to it. When I feed energy to it, it grows. So it's the battle of the mind for you at the moment. It's time to be positive. It's time to go, hey, enough. Nadia, to go, enough, I don't want this anymore. What can I do? What can I do to change? What can I do to help myself? What can I do to... And as soon as we start moving our energy somewhere else, because you're a survivor. You'll get through it. You've been through worse. You're a survivor. Here, look, I got the fox spirit. Boom. You're a survivor. Trust your talents in changing times. Okay, but it's time to exercise those. Exercise those talents for you at the moment. Okay? It's just becoming accountable. It's not what we want to hear. It's just like more burden. It feels like more burden. It feels like, fuck, I don't need that right now. But it's the only thing we can do, Nadia. It's the only thing we can do to move forward. Okay? I'll get you a happy card. Happy card is prosperity lies ahead, but it's waiting for you to meet it halfway. Okay? Need you to take steps towards it. I hope that's helped you.
Hi, Nadia. What is it that you want that you do not have right now? What is it you keep focusing on? What has your attention? What occupies your mind?
Get some of this armor.
Most of us have a hard time accepting where we are right this moment, and we always look for something outside of this moment. It feels that there's there's no unsatisfied with where you are right now, looking for something more than what it is. Uh, the more only comes when you can accept that which is right now. Uh, if you're constantly focusing somewhere else, uh, you will miss what is occurring at this moment. When I say this moment, I do mean this moment. To truly realize oneself is not to focus on something outside of yourself, is to bring your focus back to you. Um, it's not only your sacral that Brooke has mentioned, but also your solar plexus that needs work. But I don't know if you understand how much uh, what the chakras truly represent. So look into the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. Um, there's a tightness around your throat, and it seems like uh, you're choking yourself. That's what I'm pretty much feeling. That you're just holding back or choking yourself. There's just a whole lot of massive energy, but it doesn't feel like it's from something else. It just feels like you're doing this to yourself. You're um, there's a whole negative aspect of what you're thinking um, of yourself, and once you start to be comfortable with who you are, things will unfold a little bit better. But don't focus too far ahead of yourself. Don't think about where it is. Bring your focus to this moment, here and now. Accept what you have, and that's really important. Instead of focusing on getting what you don't have, accept what you do have. And you'll notice just by doing that, things will start to shift in your favor. But as long as you're focusing on what you don't have, um, you'll miss what is occurring right now. And I hope that helps you, Nadia. Yeah, you're on mute.
Oh, everything good?
Hello. Mhm. Yes. Just finished. You just came
Okay,
back right on time. I know you can hear it.
perfect timing. Oh no, I can't because the headphones were on. The
That
headphones
was
are plugged
different.
in. Yeah, but that's okay. I know that timing is perfect, and I've got the stories, the coincidences to prove it.
Nadia, there's a lot that's going on with you, um, and there's a lot that's going on there with you. And if you keep focusing, see, when I tell people to be present here right now, focus right this moment, not what you're thinking about, be aware of it. You know, when you realize that everything that's occurring is only in your mind. And if you keep overthinking things and you keep thinking about them, you'll react based on those thoughts and the associations to those thoughts. Um, Doing work is also learning not to react to situations.
Yeah, that was for you, Angelina. I was just seeing if you were there. Margaret, you need to know about yourself. Because you hold your cards, Margaret. We need to know about that, stuff like that, and then we're in fear. And then guess what we manifest? It's a hard place to be in. Okay. If anyone would like an extended reading, please donate. Margaret, you need to talk. You need to have a conversation with your fiance.
No, finances, I think that says.
Finances.
Finances, not fiance.
We'll see about that. Oh, yes, finances. Okay. My bad.
Yeah. Keep your glasses handy next time.
My son, your fiance. No. Bad reader. Bad reader. Okay. That's it. And it's not the sugar because I'm not on. I've had this. I bought one of that. I've had the same block of chocolate for the last month. Mind you, it was like a half of one of those big ones. I just have a block.
Keep it away from Cindy. Keep it away from Cindy. It'll be gone in a minute.
Yeah, I get the inkling now and then, but I don't buy the good stuff anymore.
You gotta treat yourself every now and then.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but usually that time, usually when I treat myself, because I'm out and about, usually it comes to those times where you're out and about and there's nothing around. You know what I mean? And I save all, you know, the treats for times like that. But when I'm home, when I'm doing my thing, it's all the good stuff. Oh, let it go, Cindy. Let it go. He just had like one block. He had like 3 bits. Let it go. More importantly, where's the coffee? Where's his coffee?
Oh, where's my coffee? I had to make it myself again tonight.
Oh my God. You poor fella. You poor fella. Okay, people. If you like to send readings, please donate. Exchange of energies. Okay, I guess we can give another one away, courtesy of Cindy. Okay. Pick a number between 80 and 100. And we will give you a reading courtesy of the lady who doesn't buy chocolate when she has to buy shoes. Rita, how's your sacral going? Just saying.
Hi, Rita.
Have another guess, people.
Margaret, the PayPal is in
in the
there.
PayPal. Does it come up? And I'll get a bit of that. 1, 2, 3. PayPal. Oh, look, there it is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cindy. It wasn't magic. It was just Cindy. But she's sort of like magic. You should see her. She can make a block of chocolate disappear like that. If that ain't magic, I don't know what is. So a number between 80 and 100, and that will get that'll get you reading if you get the number. You've already said 88. You don't pick the number. We pick. You get the number, and if it's Sandra, and if it's the right number, then we give you the reading. You don't go, no, it's 88 now. Didn't you pick that before? Yeah.
A number between
projecting?
80 to 100. Yeah, there's a number there we
Yeah.
have.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you're projecting. You're projecting that onto us.
Try again, people.
Margaret, is this a recurring cycle for you with the finances? Jalita. Oh, Angelina, chocolate is your weakness? There you go. Okay, fine. I'll put away the kryptonite then. And all this time, I thought it was... Have another guess, people. Have another guess. Are you making yourself laugh, Angelita? Have another guess. Oh, wait a sec. Someone's got it. Chandra. Chandra, can you focus on your heart space?
Ow.
Sandra.
Oh, this guy's a star on R34.
I'm getting. There needs to be more discernment. Okay? You need to exercise more discernment. Because as much as we rush into, as much as we can be positive and rush into things, it's like you're getting a few things bite you on the bum at the moment, coming up. It's time to, like all of us, we've got to sometimes have a look at why these things are happening. Okay? And when we look at why these things are happening to us, some of the stuff that we go through, it's not to focus on, this and that, it's unfair and this and that. Is with the interface with the universe. So sometimes we have to sit back and go, okay, what did I bring? Was there anything on my part that could have caused this? Which there usually is. Doesn't mean we beat ourselves up. Doesn't mean we go, oh, fuck, I fucked up again, or, yeah. But sometimes we just have to look at some of these repeating cycles. Okay? Because we form psychoses, we form these things around us that just keep getting the same behavior, keep getting the same results. And I get a feeling there's too much, rushing in, whether it be a shiny thing or be something else. There's somewhere where you're just not putting enough power into discernment at the moment. It needs to be looked at. Okay, it seems to be coming up here. Okay, getting your solar plexus is very heavy. I don't know if you know about cord cutting. Okay, but there seems to be a lot of heavy energy around your solar plexus. Thank you, sir. And then we get caught up. It feels like you get just. It's hard. Like we want things so bad, and we get lonely, or we want something so bad, and the first sign of it, we go running. We go running straight towards it, and then it doesn't go the way we expect, and then we go, "Fucking hell, universe! Why?" Okay, but we've got to look at what we bring to the table sometimes. And sometimes it's these hard lessons, these hard things that we go through. If we don't get them right, the energy that created them in the first time, we're still putting out the same energy. So we've got to have a look at that. But fear of the unknown. There's a lot of resistance there. Okay. This is trust. It feels like a trust issue within yourself. And we can get caught up at, I'm getting there's a lot of emotion around you in some of these issues. And, emotions, there's a lot of energy there. And so when we pump out a lot of energy in the wrong areas, it can create attachments in other areas, in those areas, and it can just pull more of the stuff that we don't really want. And then we go like, woe is me. It's natural. We all do it. At the moment, the first card I got for you is Father Sky, Trust in the Unknown. This is inverted. Okay? We want to know everything. How's it going to play out? When's it going to happen? When's that going to happen? But what we need to be asking is, Not what's going to happen. When's it going to happen? Is we need to be looking for what can I do on my end? How can I assist myself to help in this process to move forward? Because otherwise, we're just waiting for circumstances to line up. And I don't know about you, but I'm sure as hell sick of waiting for circumstances to line up. There's stuff that needs to be healed from the past. Okay, it's forming habits. It's forming cycles. At the moment, there's too much in the past that you're holding on to. Okay, cord cutting. There's stuff that needs to be healed there. Just below my heart, I'm just getting really, really, really heavy energy with you, Sandra. Really heavy energy. That's the solar plexus. That's where we manifest from. That's where our connection is with others. Okay? It is shot. I don't know if you do any clearing, but you need to do some clearing on that. Do some alignments. Okay, it just feels like there's a big blockage there. This is creating trust issues, self-esteem within oneself, second guessing. And we've got to get you past that. Otherwise, we just keep staying in these cycles and we're like, why can't I break this cycle? Because we keep doing the same things. And we're going to take steps to move ourselves out of that cycle. You know, and even some of these little things like cutting a cords or even looking at the chakras, the energetic blockages, and trying to do something like that can be just enough to, you know, move that little loose bit of stone so the rest of the boulder can do its job and stop holding up everything. Okay, but it needs to be going within. Yeah, well, that's it. As soon as we get something blocked, then we can get blowback in other areas. What do you need to be focusing on at the moment? Getting out of your head. Getting out of your head. Stop thinking of the past. Stop thinking of the future, where you want to be. It's all going to be all right when I get there. When I get there, we all do it. This is taking you out of what you should be doing in the moment. Leaving you very ungrounded. When we're ungrounded, we miss. Well, we miss just about everything. Okay, that's how the world keeps us trapped. That's how we keep in prison of our mind. We're in the past, thinking about the future and how it should be. And a lot of people spend their whole life there thinking about when I get here, when I get there. But it's about the journey. It's about what's happening in the moment. It's about what's happening in the present. You're a survivor. You're always going to survive. You need to stop worrying less about where you want to be and start putting your focus in where you are now. And then there's going to be some shifts. There's going to be some downloads. Okay, but you need to center yourself and bring it back to yourself, because you seem to be somewhere else at the moment. And it's just causing you stress and causing you resistance and stopping you from the natural flow that you should be in. Okay? There's a lot of positivity ahead of you, but it just needs you to center. The universe needs you to center and bring it back to yourself. It's just bingo. Yeah. It's manifesting as self-control. Then you beat yourself up about it. Make a plan, stick to the plan. You know, our instincts, our intuition talks to us all the time, and we ignore it and we shut it out. It's hard. It's not always easy. But sometimes we have to stand and fight and just go, no, I'm not doing it today. I choose not to. I'm going to break the pattern. I'm making a choice to step down and break the pattern. Because at the end of the day, when we're not happy with something, until we make that hard call and put in that effort, use that willpower, you just keep going round and round and round and round. That's not where you want to be. Happy card I've got for you is choose your path. All things are possible. Which timeline do you want to be on? How do you want to choose your future? Sandra, the future awaits, but it's waiting for you to choose which future you want to be on. I hope that's assisted you.
Sandra, I did read what you have written there. It does feel. But the first thing I want to say is, as I focus on you, the first thing that I saw was the soldiers mean anything? That's all I can say. Soldiers, just had to say that, so I got that out of the way. It feels that you do have attachments. You have a lot of attachments around you, and it makes a lot of sense to what I was feeling. But you're looking for something that's going to fill something that's lacking, because you feel that you're lacking. There's always something different. So even though when you pull yourself away, there's always a different attachment that you go towards, because you have this emptiness within inside you. Something else. It's always going to be something else, and you have to find out what that emptiness is. What is it that you really feel empty about? Because as long as that emptiness is there, you're going to want to fill it up, but without knowing why that emptiness is there, you're always going to be looking for something. Okay, granddad. I just have this, this strong group of soldiers. I cannot see anyone in particular, no visuals or anything, just a group of shoulders, and one of them in particular stood out. They were carrying something or someone on their shoulders, but they're running away from me, and I can see some water. So yeah, whether that's your granddad or not, I don't know. But the image of soldiers came up strongly, so and it was while I was focusing on you, and I did mention it, and that's all there was to that. A lot of it is you, though. There's something that's yeah. Again, it's the lacking of something that you need to find what that is. What do you feel that you lack? What is it that you believe you lack? Well, that's why you have all those attachments that you want to go and yeah, there's something there that you want to go and fill it up. So look at what you're lacking. Look at what you feel you're lacking. And really understand it. Brooke mentioned your chakras. Now, I would have to go to all your chakras are out because you're not really focusing on your chakras. Uh, I'd say there's more of a neglect towards yourself. So it's a self-abuse that you're doing at this moment. So a lot of it is neglecting yourself. So you need to bring your focus back to you and start taking care of yourself. Um, find that emptiness that you have within you, why that emptiness exists. So if it even does exist, so it's something that you've created for yourself. There's a lot of tension in the head area. Um, I think a lot of overthinking as well on situations. So detach yourself from what is going on. Don't look at something else is going to make you happy. Find the happiness within you, because it does. I feel that's probably the only thing you're really lacking is self-love, self-acceptance. Come back to you. You know, look at all those attachments, accept yourself for who you are, and you'll start to see things a little bit differently again. Um, you know, I said again, I know that I repeat myself, but it's really all about ourselves. It's, you know, if we keep looking for something else to fill something up, or something that we feel that is lacking from us, and someone else has got to fill it up. Well, when they're not around, what happens? So we find ourselves, accept ourselves. Yes, accept oneself, and that as you start to accept yourself, there'll be less to lack, less requirements of something, some object. It doesn't matter what the object is. It doesn't matter what you want to associate an object to be. So as we accept ourselves, the less we require something else to fill that emptiness. And we're happy with ourselves. If we keep focusing outside of ourselves, we're always going to be hoping that the moment is different. Well, that's just, again, not accepting ourselves, not accepting the moment that we're in. This is where we are right now. You know, this is what we accept. Everything around us, the rest of it, if it's not this moment, it's somewhere else. So where do you actually want it to be? Where do you want to be focusing on? Something that's not actually in front of you, or what's in front of you right this moment? Can you find that happiness being on your own and accepting it? You put some music on and just enjoy those moments, and enjoy the moments for it is. Accept yourself for who you are, and start looking at those attachments. Why do you need to be doing this? What is it that you're lacking that you're required to do this? And get to understand your chakras. Really understand your chakras. And the more you focus on yourself, and the more you're focusing on your chakras, which is always in the present moment, um, the more acceptance you have of yourself, the less you'll require those attachments that you're using at this moment to just occupy yourself. So yes, accept yourself. Hope that assists you.
To Danny, what do you wish to create? We're all the perfect manifestors. Hey, Loretta.
When we go to Danny's, or the Danny. When you realize that what you've created right now, and you accept your own creation of this moment, why would you want to create more? Accept this moment, and what is coming, well, take care of what you've already created. What is coming is avoiding what it already is.
If we keep looking too far forward, we're not looking at what is. What is will pass you by, and then you'll look back and go, "Fuck." You're welcome, Sandra. Hope that's helped you, love. Hey, this planet, Earth 101. It's fun, eh? Whew, what can happen next? Who knows?
Yeah, we always look. We stop looking at what's coming always constantly. What's coming, what's coming. Look at what it is. True growth, true work is not focusing on your thoughts, being aware of them and not letting them to dictate, but being so present you're aware of what you're doing in the moment. The rest of it, it's all in one's head. Other than this moment, if you really wanted to work, so go deep within oneself, other than this moment, the rest of it's in your head. Nothing else is happening other than me speaking and you guys listening or scrolling through your phone right now. The rest of it, whatever you're going to be thinking about. So create your own issues by thinking them.
We do. How are you going for time, Stathi?
I'm good, man. What is it? It's still a little bit early for me. I mean, I'm fine either way. 1.5 hours.
1.5 hours. Well,
You got nothing to continue. Find some other one, someone else to actually pick on.
Ooh, someone else to pick on. Who is there? Oh, Loretta. Everyone's gone quiet now. Gee, how suspicious. Half an hour to do run out readings or what?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm fine to go. I'm fine either way. So yeah.
Are you drawn to anyone?
Am I drawn to anyone? Who's here? Who's here? Who's still here? Who's still here and would like a reading? It hasn't had one.
It's called cherry pops. It's called cherry pops.
No one. Well, that was easy.
I know.
Rita,
Maybe
where have you
just
been?
have a session with me on the weekend.
Where have you been? You've been. Okay, Rita. Big breath in through your mouth and your nose. Out through your mouth. Just do that a couple of times, and as you do it, you bring your focus to your heart. Rita, have you just had a victory? It was like something's come in pretty quick and you've got past a tough time recently. Okay. Now it's time to let it go. Okay. Move into the present. You dreaming of going on a cruise or something? Um, look, when we want, at the moment, it feels like you're still thinking about stuff that's happened, stuff that's passed. This is creating fear. It's creating fear within yourself. Okay, it's like, look, we went through some stuff, and what happens is when we go into fear, we go into lack. So you've got through something, you've had a victory, and now you're hanging on to it. But good and bad, we got to let it go. You got to let it go. Okay, because it still seems to be, you know, we don't want stuff to happen, but you know what happens when we hang on to stuff and we feed those thoughts? We create fear in an area, and we create more of that energy that brought it the last time around. We don't want to go back into that. So say, we're all perfect manifestors. What are you manifesting? Okay. The old ways are done and dusted. Because I'm getting very strongly that your thoughts at the moment, what you're thinking about, how you're going about it, what you're feeding your mind, is what you're doing is you're actually projecting the past into the future, and you're going to create more of it. Well, you need to, get on top of it. Because I've got two cards here. Snake, shed the old skin, mirroring that. Inverted is release the old and rest. So you're trying to shed the past, but in your mind, you're feeding it. Okay, so we've got to get on top of that. Look, it's so important what we feed into the mind, what thoughts we entertain, and you're entertaining too much of the past. Don't beat yourself up. You just got to start catching yourself. When you catch yourself, just go, okay, I'm thinking the past again. Let's let it go. I got to let it go. Okay, we're going to do that. It's important for you at the moment. Okay, in the mind, this is where the battle is. Because you're playing a defensive game. You're playing the small game. And the universe wants you to think bigger and wants you to move into the present. It wants you to create more. But at the moment, you're creating resistance. It's like, when we keep feeding certain thoughts, we create. We can end up creating our fears if we keep feeding them. And you're letting go. Well, there's some stuff that still needs to be healed because you're still holding on to it, and it's still affecting the way you're making the choices. It's still coming into your mind. So at the moment, it'd be, okay, when these thoughts come into our mind of the past, ask yourself, okay, why am I thinking about this? What is the emotion attached to it? Okay? Because we can retrain our habits. We can do all that, but when there's an emotion attached to something, that's hard to untrain. Okay, and at the moment there's some attachments to some emotions in the past that are unresolved, and they keep coming up for you. And it almost feels like you're trying to force stuff. Not force it, but it's like an avoidance. It's like you're shielding yourself from something that you need to look at why you're doing that, so you can truly let it go. Otherwise, it's just going to keep coming up and manifesting in other areas at the moment. Okay? Because the universe wants you moving on, wants you on the bigger stuff, wants you moving forward fresh, but it just keeps coming in, because when you entertain these thoughts, then then your mind's all over the place, and then your emotions get on and this and that, and then you get one of those spots. I know, because I do the same thing. And I'm really having a look at why I do that at the moment, reader. Because if it keeps coming up, there's an attachment there still. Okay, because there's some stuff that you need to fix. There's some adjustments. You've got to change the way you're going about certain things, certain processes, because the old way is not working anymore. Okay, this stuff needs to be healed, needs to be acknowledged to truly let go. We can put on that positive mind step and try to move forward, but when these things poke their heads through the cracks and they seems to be the similar things, we've got to take a look at it. We don't have to heal every stinking thing, otherwise we'd just be doing that non-stop. A lot of it we can just shift, or we can just let go of, but it seems to be something that you need to just have a deeper look at. Because the universe has got a bright future for you, but it's just saying, hey, look, there's something just there. Just need to look at. You're trying to control it, but it's time to go deep and have a look. You know what it is. Because it will create cycles, same cycles, habits, emotions. Okay? It won't go away by itself. You trying? Not a good word, trying. You either do or you don't. Okay? I'm not getting on your case, but look, this came up inverted. It's time to take action. It's something you don't want to touch. You don't want to touch with a 10-foot pole because it's painful. But sometimes these things, we have big things that we really need to look at in our past. We don't want to look at them because they're too painful. We don't have to heal everything. We can just acknowledge a lot of stuff and move on. But there's something there that you need to probably go and see someone to go and get some help with it. Because it won't go away until you do. Okay, and your happy card is answer the call. The time is now. Time is now. So you've had 2 cards that come in, so the time is now. Time is now to deal with it. That's why these things are coming up. Okay. I hope that's helped you.
All right, so I had my hands on you in the weekend, so there's not much for you. You already know it's all you. Work on your sacral, because that's out as well, which shouldn't be. But what are you doing? What do you keep pulling yourself out of your space? Rita, what are you doing? Your focus is away from you. Just bring yourself back to where you know you are. As I've already done work on you, so that'll follow through. But get your focus out of where you are. The other thing I want to mention to you is in your lounge room, do some cleansing. So do some cleansing in your lounge room, because there's just this energy around that doesn't require to be there. So work on your sacral, cleanse your lounge room. Other than that, what Brooke said. I saw Rita on the weekend, last weekend.
Rita, everything he says about me is a lie. I bet Cindy said that too. You know,
Yeah, I'm better. Just cleanse your cleanse your lounge room and focus on your sacral. The rest Brooke says.
I met I've met people who've beaten stuff that doctors reckon they couldn't, but they'd beat it and then come back, and they'd beat it and come back because there was an emotion attached to it that they failed to deal with. I'm not saying that will fix anything. It's just one thing I've seen with a few people, which I found interesting. Okay. Who is still here and would like a reading? Well, been on for 2 hours, so I reckon go run outs. So that'll take a little. Yeah, it'll take a little bit of time. So, people, if you had not heard a reading, you'd like me to pull you a couple of cards. Please put a 1 in the comment section just once, and we'll get to you. And if we don't get to you, it was probably because of Cindy. Did I just say that? Oh my God.
What did I do?
Oh, what didn't you do?
You're always doing something.
Yeah.
Holes?
Yeah.
I keep an eye on things.
Yeah, you're always doing something.
Yeah, exactly. Constructive.
Yes. Constructive. Like interrupting the show.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Ah, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, it's 11:11 here.
Okay. Tanya, because you're first, you get to choose which deck I use. Menology, Travelers, Angels and Ancestors for the runouts. Oh, these puppies. Okay. I'll put the others away because we don't need them. Tanya, Look, sometimes we get caught in comfort zones, and look, I'll be straight with you. At the moment, deep down inside, okay, you're not being honest with yourself. And why? Is because, like most of us, we have fears. Okay, things that we don't like, things we don't want to see, things we want to avoid. Okay, but there seems to be a lot of stuff going in your head where you're telling yourself, making justifications at the moment. Okay, we all do this because we don't want to face the unknown, and then we go to a reader going, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? And we close us, and all we end up doing is we end up closing ourselves off from the world. We end up shutting down ourselves. We take ourselves out of the driver's seat of life, and then when 10, 20 years gets down the track, we're still in a similar place, and we're like, what happened? This is not what I expected, but this is what we create at the moment. You need to let go of what you're telling yourself and really have a deep look at the emotions deep down inside. Because the first card I've got for you is inverted. The Hunter card. Track down your fears and desires. Okay? What do you desire? Your fears is what's stopping you from reaching that. Because I've got the Elder card. See things from a higher perspective. That's inverted. That's saying, I'm in fear and I need to know what the unknown's going to be before I'm okay with it. And then the last card I've got is inverted too, the Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. When it's inverted, to me, that means this is what we're telling ourselves. Okay, there's a whole illusion around that you keep perpetuating and feeding. I mean, this is the prison of the mind. We do it to ourselves. Everyone does this to a degree. That's what we're here to do. We're here to understand so we can break these cycles. We can break this prison of the mind. But at the moment, it starts with you being brutally honest with yourself and going, hey, I'm just going to create more of the same unless I have a look at the choices I'm making and why I'm making those choices. I mean, Einstein said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over day in, day out and expecting different results. That's when we're going to go deep within and have that conversation with ourselves and go, what? I've got to shape things up. I've got to shake things up. I've got to make changes. It's not easy. It can be confronting. We're human. We're human. But sometimes we need to do that. Okay? I hope that's helped you.
Tanya, just in a few words, what is it you're looking for? Very, very basic. What is it you're looking for? You kept going around and not much assistance out there, is there? How would you begin to understand what the true self is? Where would you begin to understand that aspect of the true self? Respond, no. What you're searching for, what you're seeking, very connected. So the journey to understanding what you speak of is to understand what you speak of. Um, when you can learn to detach from what you believe, that'll be a beginning. So learning detachment. Um, would yourself be who you've been told you are, or would yourself, what? How would you even know to describe self? How would you describe it? Um, you see, to understand oneself, you really need to understand a lot more than just saying, "I want to understand myself." Um, we speak about energy, and there's chakras involved, and there's auras involved, and there's so much involved. There's a lot of philosophy involved in it as well. Um, how much work do you want to put into it? How much of your time do you want to put into knowing yourself? Because these are things, so to truly understand oneself, these are things that you have to really take into consideration. To understand oneself, there's a lot more than just stating, I want to know myself. I want to know the true self. You begin by knowing what you're not, or begin by how did you come to know what it is you would consider yourself to be? There's a lot of questions to understanding the true self. And to do the work, it's not just a 2 second or a 2 minute conversation and just say you have to do this. It's a constant focus on what it really means to understand one's self. Um, your your curiosity is a great beginning, and you do have it there. And that's why I asked you what I have asked you. Uh, to truly go deep into that itself, really start beginning by understanding what it is you believe, why you believe it, how you've come to believe it. And that'll start to leading you on a particular journey in itself, because everything we want to speak about is based on what we've been told. So to get to the core of understanding or knowing oneself, there's a whole process that one goes through to get to that point. Um, get to understand that which you're not, or get to understand your chakras, how they work with the body. Get to understand what the present moment is, or being grounded. Um, so there's, as I said, it's not just saying do this or do that, or you'll find yourself by going in this direction. Um, it is oneself that is actually looking to understand oneself and to truly grasp that which I just said. Um, is to understand what it is one believes and how one has come to believe what they believe. Because a lot of the keys and um, a lot of the words that we use to describe certain things, once you start looking into them, um, perspective alters, and that's pretty much what it really is. It's altering a perspective that we have to what we believe things are. So true self, yeah, one can sort of come to an understanding or a comprehension of what true self represents, but to go into the depth of what that truly means, again, a lot of work to do. And will mention this: no one can tell you what true self is. And anybody that promises you that they'll help you find your true self, or they can tell you what your true self is, no. So there's a lot of work, there's a huge process, and it is not something to be taken lightly. And when someone says you got to do the work, you got to do a lot of work. Um, happy to assist, and so is Brooke. Um, if you really want to understand what it truly means, it's a lot of conversations. It's a lot of focusing, a lot of thinking about certain things, understanding how one comes to understand certain things. Get in touch with me, Tanya, if you want to go any deeper
Yep.
than that. I can go for me that I can go on forever with that. So yeah, questions, answers, and that's what it is. And that applies to anyone. You really want to understand yourselves. That's what Brooke and I aim to do here, is to assist you to look at yourselves, not yeah, we can want to know how our finances are going to be, or whether we're going to meet someone or if things are going to work out. Uh, Getting to understand who oneself truly is what we focus on, and that's why we bring you to yourself in this moment. To truly understand oneself, be in the present moment, understand what the moment itself represents. Tanya, I hope that's helped you some sort, and it hasn't confused you even more.
Oh no, I was just going to tell her what was happening next, but don't worry about it. It's not important. It's about finding yourself. Hmm. I'm sorry,
Look,
Tanya.
it's a tricky question to know oneself, but as I said, there's a whole process to understanding what one is speaking about and why that question even arises for oneself. How deep someone wants to go, and at what level um, they're prepared to look into. That's up to each individual. It's not, to say it's easy. In a sense, it is easy, but it's not as easy as one would like to make it out to be. Yes, I did think that was you, Tanya.
Frankston. That must be in Melbourne. Sounds
Yes,
dodgy. Sounds dodgy to me. We don't have any
I did a
places like that in
session with
Adelaide.
I did a session. I was at the expo last weekend at Frankston, and Tanya was, yeah. Tanya, look, yeah, you can hit on my page. Just hit me up in Messenger, and you have questions, ask. If I can respond to you, I will. Happy to converse. Happy
But
to talk.
I warn you, Tanya, he's like the Zen teachers, man. He'll answer a question with like 3 more questions. That's it. The expansion of the tree. Expansion of the universe. Okay, who is next? I'm sure. Oh, man, Cindy, you are too good. You're too good. Someone get her another block of chocolate. Pam, time to get out of your head. Okay, you're going to get through what's happening at the moment. You're going to get through it. Okay, right? Giving too much energy to things, it's a waste of energy. Worrying about stuff that we cannot change. Okay, you're going to get through it. You're going to, whatever you're going through, whatever you're worried about, whatever's on playing on your mind, you're going to get through it. Okay, that's a done. Okay, you will survive. But instead of focusing on things trying to be different or wanting them to be another way, it's time for you to focus on what you brought to the table. Okay, because there's something that there for you to see. The universe wants you to see. There's something there about yourself to learn. Okay, we don't want to sort of bring on the same cycles, but it's not about the blame game, Pam. It's about, okay, what can I learn? Is there something me to learn in this shitty situation? Okay, because you have more power in your situation than you realize. It might not be clicking your fingers and making it go away. But if you go within and look at what you can do, even if it's not giving it any energy, it could be something like just not giving it any energy and learning not to worry and put your focus in the wrong spot. But at the moment, look, I've got that you're going to get through everything. Okay, but the middle card I've got for you is great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Next to that's the high priestess. Going, there's stuff that you know that you can do and you're not doing it. It's saying, come on, you know better than this. Get your game on. Grab that shifting, that worry in your head at the moment, Pam. Grab hold of it and go, yeah, no, I'm not going to feed it energy. Let's focus on what I can do. What is it they're here to learn? The universe is saying to you at the moment, come on, it's well within your pay grade. Do the work. Do the work. Stop feeding the crap. Do the work. You're going to get through it. You're just saying you're just wasting your energy at the moment. Very ungrounded. Okay? Very ungrounded at the moment. Base chakra is boom. Okay? I hope that's assisted you, Pam.
Bring your focus to your solar plexus now. Just focus on where your solar plexus is. Just focus on a bright yellow sphere. Just visualize that expanding. And you want it to expand possibly the size of a basketball. Just visualize it nice and bright. There are connections around you that you've made which are causing you stress. Probably the right word to use at this moment. It's causing you stress. You're overthinking the situations as well, so this is causing you more stress. Your solar plexus has just got all those attachments to it. Now, I don't know how much work you do on yourself, and how much you understand of the solar plexus, but focus on your solar plexus and just really get it to the points where you're visualizing etherical cords being burnt off. That'll just assist you to bring yourself to this moment and sort of clear certain attachments, because you're just creating you're creating a lot of things for yourself more than things. It's not things that are you're creating. They're not just happening. You're actually looking for things to create and to make things happen, and that's what's pretty much happening. So you're in all sorts at this moment. Your heart chakra can be worked on as well, but at this moment, I feel it's more the attachments that you have than anything else. So focus on your solar plexus, work on your heart chakra and opening that up again, so you can actually start receiving positive energy, because you're not receiving anything at this moment. It's just too much in your head for that. And maybe it's time to sort of, instead of you're over speaking things, you're trying to justify by talking. So sort of calm down on the things that you are saying. I hope that's assisted you.
Okay, who do we have next?
Well, Mandy.
Hey, Mandy. How you going?
You're a lout. You've been out gallivanting, have you?
Get home to some fresh holes in the backyard. Okay. Stefan. Stefan, at the moment, tunnel vision. Okay. I'm getting tunnel vision. It's like you're stuck in a space where you don't want to. You're like, hey, I want it to be like this, and which is hard because there's expectations that you have for the future, but there's steps that you need to take, but it's like you don't want to take them. Okay, it feels like you're shutting yourself down. The universe is saying that you need to move in a new direction. You need to have a look. Okay, there's areas in life that you need to be looking at, that you've been avoiding. We'll do it. We're human. But it's time to face. It's time to really have, a deeper look. Okay, because sometimes we can't just wish stuff away. We can't just be positive and expect it to change. We can't just go, I'm going to believe. Well, that's a long story. But at the moment, the universe is saying there's so much more to you. There's so much more that you want, so much more that you're capable. But you don't want to move from the routines or the way you go about doing things. Which means you're going to have to get your hands dirty. You're going to have to roll the sleeves up and get nitty gritty. Okay, but there's so much more richness waiting for you. There's so much more waiting for you. But we have to look at what's stopping us. It's hard. It's hard. But at the moment, you're stuck. It feels like the way you're going about it is making the ego feel comfortable, and it's not in your higher good. Okay? So the message is time to look at what's holding you back, what's stopping you. Look at the stuff that you don't want to look at. And as soon as you can start to tackle these one by one, and just take on just one thing at a time, things will start to shift for you, and you'll get more clarity. You'll start to see things. But if you keep going the way you're going about things at the moment, not much is going to happen. It feels like it's going to close you down. Not close you down, it's just going to give you much same of the more. It's going to give you much of the more. But there's potential there. There's a lot of potential there. There's so much potential there. Okay? So time to get out of the mind. Okay? Time to be a safe place and start embracing life. Otherwise, life is going to go by and you're going to miss it. Get to the end and go, what happened? What happened? Okay? Which means is sometimes we're going to make ourselves vulnerable and we're going to put ourselves in those scary areas. It's not always easy. But otherwise, this is as good as it's going to get. It's up to us. It's always up to us. Okay? You want change? Well, there's information coming in. There's going to be something that's going to come in. And it's going to give you an opportunity. The universe is going to give you an opportunity soon to make that choice, to assist you to make that choice. Okay, be open to it. It's going to throw you it's going to throw you an opportunity, and you can either go back into the way you do things, or you can go, fuck it, I'm going to have a go. Okay, I hope that's assisted.
You're stuck, Stephen. See, you're stuck. You got all these clouds in your head. This book was mentioned. Yeah, everything is provided for us. But when we're looking for certain things, we miss that which is provided for us. Slow down. Slow down from what you're doing. State that even though it's more in here, which I mean to slow down because it is your head overthinking things, and you might see that which has been presented at the right time. So yeah, just don't focus too much on what you're thinking about, and just observe what's occurring so you can see what's presented. Otherwise, you will miss the opportunities that are there. Hope that it helps you.
Oh, let's have some fun.
Where's Mandy? Where's my crystal?
Where's my crystal? I bought that black quartz like how
Mandy.
long ago?
Where's my crystal, Miss Mandy?
It should be here tomorrow.
Miss Mandy.
What's today?
Where's my crystal, Miss Mandy?
Sunday tomorrow. Crystal this, crystal that. Okay, Mandy.
My crystal, Miss Mandy.
I'm going to pull you some beautiful cards.
No cards. Where's my crystal? Blue kyanite. Yeah, I got blue kyanite. I have blue kyanite. Thank you.
Yeah, I got blue kyanite. I got black kyanite.
Black kyanite. It's not the kyanite.
Have you got any rainbow kyanite?
Rainbow kyanite. No.
Either have I. I don't even think
Tourmaline. Just keep on my tourmaline. Oh, you got a huge one. How big is it?
Hey, clear chest a lot.
Nice. Yep, I can say that. I have a big one here as well. Oh, a biggish one. Another one. Oh, cool. Thank you. Send photos.
I got my black. Oh, good. Excellent, Nicole.
You're welcome.
Mandy, there's some negativity around you. You just got to nip in the butt, speak your voice. Okay? There's someone being a negative nearly around you. Okay? And yeah, and the universe is just saying, just dip it in the butt. Nip it in the butt before it gets too big. Okay? Just want you to change the way up you're going about it. you need to say something to someone, okay, that's being a negative Nelly, just put it out there, okay, not to ignore it. And then there's going to be a message coming through. There's going to be new use of something. I do not know what. But you know when you get the message. You make it. It's going to make me cry, man. Thank you, Mandy. And your happy card, Mandy, is Guardian Angels. See how there's a little wing? There's a little wing of a guardian angel. That's because it got left out in the backyard with your dogs, and mate, they made a mess. I'm sorry. It's your dogs.
Mandy, all I'll say to you is do some cord cutting and just cleanse, and that's it. It's always for the moment with you and your solar plexus, because that's all that keeps coming up. So just do some cord cutting, do some cleansing, and you'll be fine on that. I already know this one. You already know this, so I don't need to really mention it, but I will slow down. The rest of it, I see you enough to.
Or buy Holden. Then you got no choice but to slow down.
Mandy knows. Slow down time. But no, cord cutting and just do some cleansing, just burn some incense, sage.
Okay.
Mandy, where's my crystal?
Yeah. Please, sir, may I have another? Mandy, just leave it out in the backyard, man. If he can dig it up, you can have it half price.
Where's my crystal?
Back in the ground where it came from.
You're falling over, Daniela. More crystals. Okay, I'm getting part of the conversation now.
Okay, I might make this the last one. What do you reckon?
Yeah, this is the last one.
Look, Danielle, there's something you're overthinking. You got to stop overthinking. Okay, it's got you in reaction mode. It's got you running right in your head. And it's something that you'll get through. You'll get past it. But at the moment, the universe is asking you to start taking better care of yourself and looking after yourself and stop worrying so much about everyone else. Okay? It's their business. It's their stuff. Okay? It's just, you're going to run yourself. Yeah, it's too much in your head. You let people deal with their own stuff, and you've got to get you right first. I mean, that's how we create that space. We want to assist people. First we do is we create that space to assist ourselves. And when they come to us and they come into our field, and half the week, they come into that healed field. Okay, but a bit too much reaction mode, a bit too much rejection. It's got you off balance at the moment. You'll get through this. Everything will keep ticking, and you'll get through it. But the universe wants you to put more time on yourself and developing yourself and healing yourself at the moment. Okay. Triggers are you got triggers happening at the moment. Have a look at them. Why are you getting triggered? Why are you getting triggered? What is that attached to? What's the attachment to the emotion that you're getting triggered about? Okay. That's what we look at, and then we can start to heal it and get out of reaction mode. Because when we're in reaction mode, we're running on subconscious autopilot. We're running on ego, and we don't want to do that. It just makes us very ineffective at dealing with a lot of stuff. Okay? I hope that's helped you.
Danielle, you having lower back? Some of the focus goes to your lower back area. Yes, no, lower back area. I don't know if you're working on your chakras or if you know what your chakras are, if you work on them. Your base chakra is out, your solar plexus is out, your sacral is out, your heart is out, your throat is out, your third eye is out, and the crown. Well, we don't get to that. There's a different story there. You're just out. Your whole system is all over the place, and so that's your energetic body is all over the place. So that's creating a lot of issues around you as well. Um, it's your mindset that's creating and causing a lot of things that are happening to you at this moment. Change your mindset. Start thinking positive. Start looking at the positive things, not on the negative things, and you will notice a difference. But if you're always focusing on those negatives, that's the energy that you're going to be drawing onto. So start focusing on what is positive and on what is negative, and you will notice a huge difference. I hope that it helps you.
Nicole, I did pull you a couple of cards. But you know what the universe said? They said listen to your intuition. It says it wants you to listen to that inner voice. Stop going external. Stop going, want. I want this. When's that going to happen? The universe wants you to start doing it for yourself, wants you to go internal, wants you to start listening to your intuition, wants to start listening to your inner guidance. Okay? Get into that heart space. Otherwise, we just keep walking around in fear. Intuition's talking to you. It's been talking to you for a while. Time to tune into it, Nicole. Time to tune into it. I hope that's assisted. And it's good to hear that you got your cat back. Okay. Brandy. You're just so lucky that okay, you knew. Brandy. Wait a sec. Okay, look, we get inside our heads, we overanalyze, we overthink, Brandy, and it creates a lot of indecision. Okay? Too much inside your head. Okay, you're living in that area of fear. I need to know, I need to put my mind at rest. Well, there's two things we can do. Okay? We can go around and try to get from reader to reader and get the answers to go, what's going to happen, what's going to happen, what's going to happen. Then we stay in that fear, or we can go, you know what? Screw the fear. I'm done. Whatever happens, happens, and focus on the moment. Okay. First card was the magic guardian. Unlock the magic within. So the universe is saying, you got to do it, Brandy. It's like, come on. It's like, put that effort in. Okay. And stop feeding that mind. Stop feeding the fear of the unknown. And the only way to do that is by stop. We could take control of what's in here and accept that whatever plays out, plays out. The universe says it's within you to take those steps to get it happening. That's how we get to know ourselves. That's how we get to grow. And the universe is saying it's up to you. Make that choice. Exercise your power. Exercise your knowledge. Exercise your right to choose. Okay? But get out of your head and stop feeding. Stop feeding what you can't control. Because it will drive you nuts. And you'll end up looking like I hope that's assisted you.
We start, Brandy, by opening ourselves up. When we open up, we start to look at things and accepting them for what they actually are, without requiring them to be any different. Being open-minded is that acceptance. Acceptance comes to a limit, and there's always there's a lot more than just stating acceptance. One has to know oneself here. What you're looking for, again, this it always applies to everybody. We're all looking for something. It's right there in front of us. But if we keep focusing outside of the moment, we're not going to see what is right here, right now. Open yourself up and start to see things for what they are and not how you want them to be, and just start accepting them. You'll start to see things differently, and you'll start to feel differently as well. Don't hold on to things, and you'll start to feel a lot better as well by not overthinking them. And when we say holding on to things, it is the things that we constantly keep thinking about. So just stop overthinking things. Keep yourself present. Again, I'll always say, if you don't know your chakras, get to understand your chakras. See how they're connected to the body. Start focusing on your heart chakra, and that's the area that will do the healing. We are self-healers, and we can heal ourselves. We have to believe in ourselves and trust ourselves to understand that. And again, this is where a lot of work for oneself. So, Brandy, bring your focus to yourself. Open up, accept things, see things, look at the similarities to things, and you'll start to see a different world to the one that we're normally used to by seeing how different things are. Start to see how similar they are, and you'll start to see a different world, and also you'll start to acknowledge yourself energetically different as well. I hope that helps you.
Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Stathi. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. If you would like to catch any of us, all the links from the show notes to website, YouTube channel, Facebook pages, what Stathi had for dinner, all that sort of stuff. Well, not really. I don't know what he had for dinner. That's his business. But thank you for watching, and don't forget to follow, subscribe, or set up for notifications. Usually come at the moment. I'm coming online once a week. That's all I've got happening at the moment. So, which is usually on the weekend. When I don't know, depends when I feel like it.
Well, thank you, Tanya. Yes, Tanya. Anytime, send me a message. I do get my messages just on my page. So we're here with Stathi. Anyone, look, I'm more than happy to speak to anyone, whoever wants to just have a conversation. What Brooke and I speak about is about being present and getting to know ourselves, and that's what we work on. Opening ourselves up and seeing things for what they are. We're all capable of it. The work is what needs to be done, and one has to be honest with oneself. Be true to yourselves. Be in the present. See it for what it is. Don't overthink things, and allow things to just flow. and be appreciative for what it is. So everyone, have a good night. Thanks, Brooke. Thanks, Cindy. Till next time, enjoy the rest of your weekend.
See you, people.
Uru.